hello there and welcome. I'm Peggy, and we are all sharp today and sitting up straight because we have some very special people here. And you can't get any more special than the United States Army. And we have some people here I want you to meet, and together we're going to learn about what they do. And I am very grateful to have United States Army Drill Sergeant Stephen Sullivan.
Yes, ma'am.
Steve.
Pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Thank you. And next to him, we have Drill Sergeant Cannon.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're here for something called Strap 'em Up Boot Camp. So we all better be on our best behavior. And then I want to introduce a very nice young lady, all dressed up in her uniform, Private Warren. And she is from Southside Middle School, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And next to her, we have PFC Sniper from Riverside High School. And you are, I guess, a freshman. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell me, we better begin at the beginning. What is Strap 'em Up Boot Camp? And y'all look great.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Denny.
you.
Well, Strap 'em Up Boot Camp is a youth boot camp that started years ago in my heart, and God gave me this vision to just help be there for kids. When I became a drill sergeant in the United States Army, it was me finding my niche, me finding out what I was supposed to do for the rest of my life. And as a result of that, I got out and spearheaded Strap 'em Up Boot Camp, which is a nonprofit. We engage and empower these kids, these young kids with coping skills, survival skills, and just taking them away from what's familiar to them and showing them something different. These kids are, some of them at risk. We target the at-risk childhood obesities, bullies. We have a military prep program that's in effect now for the older kids that might want to consider a career in the military. We have 5 young men that's come through this program that's in the United States Army as we speak.
That's fabulous.
Yes, ma'am.
And what age group?
The age group for the kids are 7 to 17, girls and boys.
7 to 17?
Yes, ma'am.
And they go to all different schools and...
Yes, ma'am. We take them from anywhere. We have open enrollment. We take them from anywhere, anytime.
Okay, now tell me something. How did you get involved in this?
Actually, I have a stepson, and we were lucky enough to have one of his cards handed to us and give him a call and met up with him, and just something about it right away, me and him just clicked, and I joined up with him because that's what I enjoy doing, is helping kids. And we've just been together ever since. Been together for almost working on 9 months now that I've been working with him.
Okay, so how long has this been in existence?
Well, ma'am, this boot camp in my heart has been in existence 10 plus years, but actually in effect about 3 years. Well, actually July of this year made 3 years. We've been up and running.
As we speak, we are in the upstate of South Carolina.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is where you're located. And are you trying to reach out to other areas?
Yes, ma'am. We're based right here out of Greenville. But yes, ma'am, our vision is to extend it as far as North Carolina, as well as Georgia, or wherever needed. But those are the next steps, the steps in the stepping stone, which is the name of the foundation, Stepping Stone Foundation, featuring Strap 'em Up Boot Camp. Okay, now
have you made friends and really enjoyed being a part of this?
Yes, ma'am, I have. It's been a great experience.
And you're going to stay with it, I'll bet.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, you look great. And what about you? You're a freshman. Are you interested in the military as a lifestyle or a career?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, of course, right now, you're just a beginning high school student.
Yes, I haven't really thought about it as much as I would like to, but I'm picturing myself in the military.
Okay, now how do these kids come to you?
Well, ma'am, we started out with just word of mouth, and we evolved, God bless us, with business cards and a website that's it's going to be up and running in about a week. But just getting out there and just trying to reach out and visiting schools, doing career days, just letting people know that there is a boot camp, a youth boot camp in Greenville right now.
Now, do you go into the schools
Yes,
and
ma'am.
talk to the kids in the schools? Or
Yes, ma'am, we do.
do you have to be invited, or how do you do this?
Well, yes, ma'am, we were invited. Career days. I've done a mini boot camp at elementary school, the K4 to I think second grade, 2 years ago. I've done a number of career days around the local schools here in the Greenville area.
And churches? Do you ever?
Churches, yes, ma'am. We reach out.
You would go into churches and
we reach out to
present your
churches
program?
for their youth groups and their youth. Exactly. Yes, ma'am.
And do you reach out to troubled kids mainly, or anybody is welcome?
Well, yes, ma'am. I was fortunate enough to meet the 13th Circuit Solicitor Office about 3 years ago, and doing my campaign with this program. And we've reached out to all the different agencies, DJJ, Solicitor's Office, the Urban League, Family Court, the Governor's Office, Continuum of Care, just to let them know. I've done presentation at all those places to let them know that we are here and we're for the kids.
Now, where do you meet? Do you have regular meeting places and times?
Yes,
or?
ma'am. We've partnered with, right now, we've partnered with an organization called Upstate Circle of Friends. We are utilizing their facilities right now, but we're in the process of getting our own. And once we do, we'll have the access to have more kids. Right now, our total number of kids is 46 kids as we speak.
46.
Girls and boys, yes, ma'am.
Now, you're still active military.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No?
I got out in 2nd of June, 1990.
Okay. But up until that time, you had served
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
military.
Yes, ma'am. 10 years, 9 months, 5 days, 15 minutes, and 30 seconds. Yes,
Okay. And then you decided that this was an outreach that you felt a need to
this is a ministry that I had to be a part of. If not a part of, I had to spearhead because these young people are our future.
You bet.
They're our future, and if we don't do something or say something, we're doing them a disservice. And I know I can't save them all, but if I can save one, who knows who that one and what that one might impact somebody's life later on, or another young man, or young lady.
Okay, now tell me, what, you go to regular meetings?
Yes, ma'am.
And what do you do?
On an average day, we do workouts, we do training, we do marching. Sometimes we have classes to help
Okay,
our.
so you have real physical workouts, or just like if you were in the
Yes, ma'am,
Army.
just like we're in the military. But as he was stating, the classroom environment, they have those as well. We empower these kids, again, I say, with life skills, social skills, coping skills, and survival skills. Skills they can take with them for the rest of their lives and apply them whenever needed. You know, these are tools that they're going to need because we teach these kids how to be kids like we were, like I was, and be kids as long as they possibly can. And because once they become adults and they get out there on their own, it's a whole new different world if they don't have these tools that they need.
Okay, now tell me, I'd like to ask this young lady, Private Warren, what brought you into this, and have you made friends and learned a lot?
Well, yes, ma'am, I have learned a lot. Well, one thing I'm in here for is Drill Sergeant Sullivan is my grandfather.
That's my granddaughter. That's my granddaughter. Yes, ma'am, and she's a kid. She does kid things. She gets out of line at times, but most of all, she's a great kid. And all these kids in the program are great kids. She's in here for preventive maintenance, preventive measures, I should say, just to keep her a good kid, a great kid. And the kids we have now, I tell those kids that they're great kids. They're better than the kids, greater than the kids I served, I trained at Fort Jackson. But Sniper, on the other hand, when he steps up, when kids like him step up and go above and beyond the call of duty and just exert themselves and show high motivation, I promote them to a horseman's and I give them a military name such as Sniper, Airborne, Ranger, and this is an incentive. They get
Well,
a block.
we've got Private First Class Sniper right here with us.
You sure do. You sure do.
And who designs the program and what you teach and everything?
Well, ma'am, honestly speaking, I pray a lot. I pray a lot, and I tell you, and it's me and my family, and just different people like Drill Sergeant Cannon who has the same passion for these young people as I do.
And you just met kind of by accident?
Well, he came to the program with his stepson.
Okay.
Where there were some issues that need to be addressed, and he heard about us, and someone handed him a card, and he gave him a call, and we set up a meeting, we sat down, and we discussed it, and we signed him up.
Well, you know, I guess they don't take any foolishness, do they?
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I mean, no drugs, no talking back.
Oh,
no, ma'am.
no,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am. Absolutely not.
Like I said, we build character, self-esteem, self-confidence. We even bring back the old respect. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. And it's no tolerance for nothing else.
Yeah, because that has been lost. That's one of the things that have really been lost is the yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Respect.
You know, and that's what we're trying to bring back.
You know, like the manners that we were raised with.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
right.
It didn't kill us. It didn't hurt us. As a matter of fact, it prepared me for the military because, I mean, it was a transition that wasn't that hard to say yes, sir, or yes, drill sergeant, or yes, sergeant, because, I mean, that was what was expected of me at home.
So for you, it was just a natural.
It was, I blended right in. Blended right in. It was what I was meant to do.
Now you have young people like we have here in our studio, and then you have younger kids.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The younger kids pretty much do a lot of the same things that these kids do, but once we've done that, we've established a collective initial training for that particular day. We split them up in age groups with different instructors.
Hey, are all of the people who work with you volunteers?
No, ma'am. I have 3 Marines.
Oh my goodness!
United States Marines that's working with me. I have 3 United States Army, as well as myself. 3 female instructors for the young ladies, the female soldiers. But yes, ma'am. It's about 8, 9 instructors, and we're still looking for any volunteers that want to come on board and help out, because I mean the need is there, and the more
Excuse me.
The more instructors we have, the more we can concentrate on a smaller group of kids and be more effective.
Yeah.
We are going to a quick break, and we'll have a phone number. We do have a website. We have some more information to share with you, and hopefully this program will take root and grow into other areas as well. We'll be right back.